Universities are increasingly seen as a source of ideas and a source of future economic growth. And there's 5 key elements that are focused on in terms of the role of universities. First, that we need to focus on research that's applied and has economic impact. Secondly, that we need to strengthen technology transfer from universities. Thirdly, we need to strengthen in general university business links. Fourthly, that businesses focus on universities as a source of ideas in terms of technology and science. And fifthly, that the major problems that are stopping university business links developing are cultural problems, cultural differences, or conflicts over intellectual property. But these 5 parts of the story are only parts of the story. They are not the complete picture. The distinction between basic research and applied research is very simplistic. In fact, many academics do a combination of both basic research and applied research. The other important factor you need to remember is that much basic research today will have an impact on society and the economy in the future. Of course, the problem is we don't know what basic research today will have an impact, but much basic research in the past has generated the growth we've had over the past 200 years. And basic research today will have an impact on the future economy and the future society. If we focus too much on applied research, we may well have an adverse effect on economic growth and development in the future. Technology transfer is one of the methods to get ideas out of universities. There is a focus on technology transfer, patents, licenses and spin-outs, and they're important ways of transferring knowledge from universities into the rest of the economy. But they're only one part of the story. Work done at the Centre for Business Research in Cambridge has shown there's a rich variety of interactions between academics and the public, private and third sectors. These include such things as informal interactions, such as informal advice, membership of networks, research consortia and so on. There's many different mechanisms that need to be developed and grown. Technology transfer is important, but it's only part of the story. It is important to strengthen the links between businesses and academics, but we should remember that's only part of the story. Increasingly, academics do collaborate with the business sector, but they also collaborate with the public sector and the third sector involving charities and non-for-profit organisations. So if you look at, say, medical sciences, for instance, there's a lot of collaboration with the public sector, primarily, of course, through the NHS. If you look at the arts and humanities, there's lots of collaboration, knowledge exchange with the third sector, including the museum sector, charities, and so on. We need to look at the broad spectrum. We need to look at links between academics and the private sector, but also we shouldn't ignore the important links between academics and the public and third sectors. Surprisingly, the answer is no. Businesses are connecting with academics to acquire technology, but it's not the most frequently cited reason. When you talk to businesses, there are many reasons that you connect with academia. It does involve technical innovation, but more frequently cited reasons are to do with internal organisation, improving their marketing, improving their human relations management. There are many reasons that you can connect with academia to improve business performance. Innovation and technology is part of the story, but there are other parts that are also important as well. The constraints that are frequently cited are that businesses and academics have cultural differences. Somehow business people are different to academics in terms of their objectives and the way they behave. Or somehow there's problems over intellectual property. Actually, when you talk to businesses and academics, these problems are not frequently cited. The problems that are frequently cited are, first of all, a lack of resources, a lack of time and a lack of people to manage collaborations, to manage interactions. Secondly, a lack of information about how businesses should collaborate with academics and what the benefits may be. If we can improve these ways of managing relationships and improve information flows, academics will have a bigger impact on the economy and society. The way forward is to continue to build the connectivity between academics and the rest of the economy. We need to build connective capacity. We need to build the institutions that can bring together academics, the private sector, the public sector and the third sector. And there are moves in the right direction. The newly announced catapults are a move in this direction and should help the connectivity. But there's a couple of issues we need to bear in mind. First of all, we need to continue to invest in basic research. Basic research will generate growth in the future, in 50 years and 100 years' time. Applied research is important, but so is basic research. Secondly, we need to consider the capacity of UK universities. There's about 120,000 academics in the UK. They can contribute to economic growth, but they cannot contribute alone to economic transformation of the economy. Universities can be part of a new industrial strategy, but they're only part of it. We need a broader industrial strategy to generate growth in the future.